We clear out our inbox, it fills up again. We take a break from social media, but it only lasts a few days. As a society, we waste a lot of time. Oliver Burkeman says we need to stop trying to do everything. Instead, we should cut some things off, even if that means making hard choices.
His book is called 4,000 Weeks, Time Management for Mortals. Those 4,000 weeks are about as much time as we get if we live to be 80. Oliver Burkeman joins us this morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
So you were one of those people, like we all think, we kind of value this in American society, that more efficient you are, the harder, more productive you are, the better you are, and you're saying it's all wrong because why?
I spent many years as a productivity geek. It's like being passionate about rock climbing or poetry or something, except you're passionate about crossing items off your to-do list. So it's a little bit sad by comparison. But the really important thing, I think, is that it doesn't work, right? We are chasing this idea that one day we're going to get on top of everything. Yes. We're going to be capable of dealing with anything that could be thrown at us. And that's just a math problem. That we live in a world of infinite inputs and infinite possibilities and infinite emails, as you know. But we're finite. So we have to make some choices. We're making them anyway. And really, I'm just saying it's much more relaxing to do that consciously instead of be chasing this impossible dream.
I find this almost every day. It feels like whack-a-mole. You get rid of, one thing off your to-do list, and then another thing pops up, and then another thing pops up. So how do you make the decision about what things that you're going to actually tackle and which things you can just put on the back burner?
Well, I think one of the things that really struck me in my days when I was really chasing after all these systems was the more efficient you get, this really strange thing happens where you start to get much better at doing the unimportant things instead of the things that really count, because it feels so good to get them off your plate and cross them off. So I think actually a surprisingly good way of determining what is most important for you to do is to ask, what makes me feel a little bit uncomfortable and doesn't deliver that pleasing sense of I just did 25 things, but is something that you're sort of resisting doing. It might be that it's something you shouldn't bother doing at all, but it's very likely to be some kind of task that, firstly, it really matters to do. And secondly, guess what? If you do it, that discomfort, it's not going to kill you. And it's so worth it for the satisfaction of having actually used a bit of your limited time on something that really matters.
So to take this outside of the workplace for a second, you brought up a good point about how we're old enough to remember on Sundays where everything was closed. And now it's open, and we're out shopping on Sundays for some reason. And you talk about too much convenience can erode the pleasures in life. There is that convenience of shopping on Sunday, but what's the downside of that?
Well, the thing about convenience, I mean, me too, right? I obviously want to do things with the least effort and have things come to my door and all the rest of it. But convenience there's a value system built into convenience that we don't get consulted on, which says obviously you'd rather get delivery food to your door without ever having to speak to another human being. Obviously, you'd like to do all these things without, or pay for things by just sort of making your phone go close to the checkout, which makes it a lot easier to pay for things that you kind of maybe shouldn't have bought in the first place. So all this kind of convenience, it smooths life out, but actually some of those rough edges, talking to people, having to think before you get your wallet out and make a purchase, these are actually these are things we value, really. So what gets smoothed out is actually something that we then miss, and life isn't as meaningful as it was before.
I always wonder about that with the younger generation, because, I do remember having to talk to somebody to get something, but I think, people that are much younger than me, again, putting their watch up to, to check out, the things that you don't have to interact necessarily with anybody. Is that a concern for future generations?
I mean, I think it's always a concern for everybody faced with this technology, and it's important for people like me not to be too sort of curmudgeonly and middle-aged about it. But I do think, I'm a writer. I mainly work from home. I can tell you from personal experience that it makes a difference to talk to a few people in the course of the day, even if in the moment of doing it, that seems kind of inconvenient and it would be easier not to. We've evolved to be social animals, right? I mean, it doesn't work for us to live entirely in this kind of smoothed out cyber realm where we never have to kind of engage with reality.
Yeah, put the phone and computer down, just watch morning TV and leave it at that. I think that's the takeaway from this. Oliver, thank you for joining us this morning. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
There's the information on your screen, oliverburkeman.com.